punched me.
She was among dozens caught in the middle of a big fight that supposedly started with a little splashing at the community pool. Good evening. I'm Diana Lewis.
And I'm Stephen Clark. Police believe that ruckus may have been fueled by alcohol, and some say it took on racial overtones. Action News reporter Cheryl Choden is standing by live in New Haven tonight to tell us exactly what happened out there. Cheryl?
Well, Stephen, there was a fight here in New Haven on Saturday night in the Amherst subdivision. It's a racially mixed subdivision. The police chief tells us about 10 to 15 young teens, African-American, got into a fight with about 10 adults who were all white, but the chief says it wasn't racial.
Everybody was fighting, trying to pull everybody off, and grown men were hitting me, like 30-year-old men. They grabbed me, they threw me to the ground. I mean, they kicked me, punched me. I mean, stuff like that.
Kirsten Morris is one of several African-American teenagers who say they were beaten by a group of white people over the weekend in New Haven. Kirsten and Greystone Maddox, who both have injuries from what they say was a beating by white men and women, who were also reportedly calling them names using racial slurs, say it started when some black teenage girls accidentally splashed some white teenage girls in a neighborhood pool. They say they had settled the incident, but later on, it just escalated and got out of hand.
She pulls me down along with her, and she sits on me. And she's literally sitting on me, choking me, while her husband is punching me and kicking me and, you know, throwing stuff at us, pouring liquor on us, throwing beer bottles at us.
It did get out of hand. Unfortunately, more discretion wasn't used to prevent this altercation.
Now, the chief says he's called the families together, the families involved, for a meeting tomorrow at New Haven High School at 1 in the afternoon. He says he wants to sort it out and settle it out. He says no matter what it was, though, of course, the kid should never be hit by other adults. And he says he wants to find out exactly what did happen. In New Haven, I'm Cheryl Choden, Channel 7 Action News.
Cheryl, was anybody arrested in this, and are any charges expected?
Well, right after it happened, one person, one of the adult whose house it was at, he was arrested, and he has since been released. And the chief told me they've typed everything up, and they're sending it to the prosecutor's office to see if any assault charges will be filed.
All right. Thank you, Cheryl.